everyone, today's look is going to be about my skin. I get quite a few questions and comments on how I make it so glowy and dewy and radiant, how I get my long-lasting medium full coverage without being too heavy or cakey, how I like contour and bronze and all that jazz. So if you want to learn how to get this fresh-faced, summery, glowy look, please keep watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. As always, it is much appreciated, and let's start learning. Hello everyone, so we're just going to jump into skin. This is the before. It is not doing too good right now. I'm under a lot of stress, and when I'm stressed out, my hormone levels get fucked up, and it causes me to break out more so than usual. Acne has been something I've been dealing with a very long time, pretty much my whole life, and it has gotten better, but I still have some like pretty bad breakouts once in a while, and this is how I cover them. So we're just going to make sure that our skin is nice and hydrated. I already did my essence and my day cream, and now I'm just applying some hydrating primer and really pushing that into my skin. Even though I have an oily combination skin, I do like products that are hydrating and nourishing and moisturizing and whatnot. I just make sure that they're oil free. So if they're water based, like this guy, this is the primerizer from Smashbox. It does have hyaluronic acid and niacinamides in there, so it does plump up your skin. It helps with fine lines in that sense. It's not anti-aging, but it does plump up the skin, and it does hydrate quite nicely, and it doesn't make my face break out. So there we go. So I'm going to take some color correcting concealer now. I'm currently using the Naked Skin from Urban Decay. I've actually been using this for quite some time now, and I'm just using the tone Peach underneath my eyes just to assist me in that dark department of mine. And I'm just going to take the green color corrector now from Urban Decay, and I'm just going to lightly dab this everywhere there's any redness happening. This stuff is potent. You do not need a lot. And just going back in with my beauty blender to lightly tap this on top. And now I'm going to go in with my foundation. I like to concoct these on a regular basis. Not every single day is the same formula. It depends on how my skin is feeling and what my needs are in terms of coverage and longevity and all that jazz. But I always do my Shiseido BB Wetforce sunscreen. It is tinted. It is SPF 50. If you sweat or get your face wet, it activates the sunscreen even more. It makes it more powerful in terms of blocking out the sun's damaging rays. For a sunscreen, it gives pretty good coverage. So on my day off when I'm lazy, I will wear this alone. Or I can mix it with my foundation the way I am right now. Today's foundation is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I'm obsessed with this. I do have light 2 for my winter color, and then this is my tan summer color, so I am a light 4, so I went up 2 shades. Next, I'm going to be going in with my NARS Liquid Bronzer in Laguna. This product is beautiful. I regret nothing. And we're just going to add 4 pumps of that as well. And last but not least, I'm going to take an oil and I'm just gonna mix it all up. And when it's all nice and blended, I'm just going to pretty much brush this quite literally onto my face. Just so I can get as much off the brush, but also trying to map out where it is that I need more coverage, and in that process making sure that it blends out well. I'm just going to take my beauty blender and we're just gonna go ham. And you can see that the oil, like, it's not greasy looking. Like, I just look dewy and healthy and radiant. And it's not super matte, but I don't look oily, I don't think. It just makes my skin texture kind of come back to natural while hiding the things that I'm insecure about. Voila. Next we're gonna go to the concealer. NARS again. I'm obsessed with NARS for skin. And I use two, just because I like a little bit of a brightening action on the inner corner, but I can't wear this alone because it's like too stark of a difference and too intense. So you don't have to be ridiculous like me and do two concealers. You can do one like the rest of the people on the planet, but I do too. So now I'm going to be going in back with that NARS liquid bronzer. Put 3 pumps on in the back of my hand again, and I'm just going to apply this as a bronzer. So after we're done doing our liquid bronzer, we're going to add some highlight to our skin. Honestly, it like changes every single day what I like to use. Most of the time, however, I have like a combo that I normally do. It's either Heaven's Hue from Stila and Kitten. I love the Cover FX custom enhancer drops. These are beautiful, so beautiful, and I think I'm about to start running low on this one. And I'm really afraid that one day they're gonna like discontinue this product, so I'm kind of debating buying a backup so I always have it in my life, because it is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my entire life. And then there's also NARS Copacobana. I literally bought this bottle summer of 2016. That's 2 years. And it like refuses to die. Refuses, like absolutely refuses. Not that I'm complaining, because like the product lasts forever. And before people are like, oh that's gross, that's like really old and whatever, it doesn't smell bad, it doesn't have a weird texture, it doesn't make me break out or have a reaction or have like itchy skin. It works like a dream. There's no odor to it. And it's sanitary because you squeeze out the product, you don't stick your fingers in it. So I just mixed those two together, at least for today. And I'm just going to place this on the high points of my face. And just all of these creams and liquids, like they just layer so nicely and evenly. And it just gives this beautiful finish to the skin. I'm obsessed. And see how like that bronzer and that highlight and that like foundation, they all just layer really nicely and they kind of just like melt in together. That's what we're going for. You could just do a little bit of like cream blush right now and leave it at that. Or set your makeup if you feel like powdering. If it's not obligated, you can if you want to. I'm going to take it up a step further. I like to set my makeup with powder, but using the exact same thing that I just put on my face in a powder format. So what I mean by that is I'm going to take my powder bronzer to go on top of that liquid bronzer. And I'm going to be using my NARS. And this is the actual original Laguna. I'm just going to bronze everything today. Says, oof. Now, one of my favorite parts. We're going to be taking the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Moonstone. I had baby opal and I really liked opal, but I wanted something a bit more pale. Oh. Yeah. And you could leave it there and do blush, whatever. We're gonna take it further. Just a little thermal water to hydrate and melt everything in. To refresh and revitalize as well. Next we're going to be going in with Kitten eyeshadow from Stila. Also another one of my favorites. This I've had for years and years and years. And it's just everything a highlight should be. So when you look like a clown, not a clown, when you look like a flashlight, a light beam, a laser, the sun, like just reflecting everything off your face, you can just take it to the level you want to take it to. Just to add a little bit more depth, I'm going to take some blush. And this also changes on a regular basis. Yeah, let's just go with the classic. Sometimes I'll do peachy, some days I'll do pinky, some days I'll do like more corally. So we're going to go with Sunset Coral number 4 from Clarins. And I'm just bouncing this right on the apples of my cheeks, going in an upward motion. Just unifying that space between the highlight and the bronzer. And I'm just going to take whatever's left on my brush and just brush it close to my hairline. Alrighty, so I think we're good for skin. The last thing that remains to be done is just setting it. So just give yourself a good old shower with setting spray. I'm currently using the All Nighter setting spray from Urban Decay. I do have an oily combination skin, and I tried the de-slick one. It worked, like it's a setting spray, but I didn't notice that it cut down on my oily skin as much as I hoped it would, but this one seems to do a really good job. And it just makes legit my makeup last all freaking day. Like, this I can use at picnic, this I can use just anywhere I go dancing pretty much. And just work as well. Because like I leave an hour before I have to start work, and then it takes me almost like half an hour 45 minutes to get home, plus the actual 9-hour shift, so like my makeup stays on well with that guy. I'm going to do the rest of my eyes, my eyebrows, and my lips, and I will come back and show you the finished look. Yeah. This is the final look. I hope you learned something interesting and cool today. Please let me know down in the comments below. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video.